Can y'all believe that this is 3 weeks worth of hair growth? Just look at it. OMG. This is crazy. I just shampooed my hair, and not only that, they were already kind of growing together, and that is the very reason why I am taking them down. I supposed to keep it up for 2 weeks, but I added an extra week in there for the people that saw the video when I first uploaded it late. So I wanted as many people to go on this hair growth challenge with me, and that is why I added that week. But I shampooed my hair already, and this white residue is Heavenly's Moisture and Seal Cream. This is it right here, and it looks just like this. I've shown you guys in plenty of the videos, but I use this as my LOC method, and I also use it if I just want to moisturize my strands. So since this is mini braids takedown day, I went ahead and added it just so it can soften my hair strands. I am going to be taking my hair down, but it looks so cute. Look at those curls. That is what the Moisture and Seal Cream does. And this piece right here don't never quite curl over. It's a little bit tangled because the braid is opening up. So I have to be very careful with this, but I believe this is a part of heat damage because I kept running that Tymo up and down the shafts of my hair. But for the most, that's the only piece that's acting like that. I did use my Moringa shampoo over a month ago, and it did strengthen my hair strands because when using Moringa, it also helps with applying heat to your hair strands, and it keeps you from accumulating heat damage. So that ain't nothing, because it could have been all of my hair that was looking just like that. But anywho, I'm gonna try not to talk y'all ears off because I love to talk. In my last video that I just uploaded with this same shirt on, I was applying my orange and eucalyptus shampoo from my Heavenly's product line, and that is one of the shampoos that I first created 7 years ago that has transformed a lot of people's hair. I will do a DIY showing you guys how to make that one as well, but I will tell you what's in it. It is infused with several different herbs, which I don't have time to name, but I do add coconut milk, rose water, and aloe vera juice as a moisturizer and conditioner. And that is why I tell you guys that you do not have to use conditioner on your hair whenever you are using my DIY products. But I do make conditioner for a living, and I used to sell it on my website before I temporarily closed it. And I will get time to where I'll show you how to create conditioners as well, but right now I don't have the time because it is really time consuming. And I also add in my moisturizing shampoo is the orange and eucalyptus essential oil, and that is why it is called that. But anywho, let me go ahead and get started, but let me turn around at the same time. So you will see these little white streaks, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So you guys make sure that you don't worry either. I'm just gonna turn around and show you my hair before taking it down. Hopefully y'all can see it, but these are the results from my mini braids. And I received some great growth. Oh, I hope y'all can see it. But that is a lot of growth. And for some reason, my hair tends to grow just a little bit faster at the bottom. So when you learn your hair, and that's one thing I really beg you guys to do, is to learn your hair. You will figure out your different hair textures. You will figure out what type hair you have. I have 3C4A. I've been doing this since 2010 when I first created my YouTube channel. And I also have the 3 different textures. My curls are very loose in the front. They are tightly curled in the middle, and they are slightly loose at the back/bottom. But like I said, my hair grows a little faster at the back. That is why my length is more visible. And I've taught my kids these very same things. So I'm not new to this. I am very true to this. I just hate that I waited so long to get back on my platform to share these things with you guys. Before that, I was wasting my time on Facebook. But I am back now in full effect, and I'm about to go ahead and get started on taking these twists down. I will first start out with the first row, which is 4. And I will show you how I will be taking them down with this dirty edge control brush. But I will be just taking the end, and I will just be bringing it through. And for the most part, if I can do it with my fingers, I will. But I'm not gonna snatch. I'm not gonna snag. But I will use the tip of this just to kind of open it up. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to use this to comb through it or nothing. And I don't know why edge control brushes always tend to get dirty quick. And I don't know why I'm saying I don't know, because I do, because it's a lot of gel and stuff that gets on it every single day. But I just bought this thing. Just bought this thing a couple of weeks ago, and it's already looking like this. But it's also because of the got to be glue from the wig and all of that extra stuff. But let me quit talking about this edge control brush, because I really don't care. Y'all have seen worse things, and like I stated a million times, in order for me to continue to create videos, then I'm going to be myself. And if it's anyone that wants to get on here and judge me for it, I will politely block you. I've seen so many things in people's videos, and I am not that miserable just to get on there and tell people to put a battery in their smoke detector. If it's getting on my nerves, then let me exit off the video. I just don't believe in dropping negativity under people's videos. I just really think that those people are sad and they just like conflict. So therefore, let me just go ahead, because I'll start a whole new video talking about that. But let me just pull out the first few pieces, and remember that I said that it's pretty tangled at the roots, and that is because I've been using my onion, rosemary, and MSM hair growth spray, and as you can tell, it really works. But if I feel it snagging and I feel that it's connected like this one, I will not go all the way to the top. I'll wait till I take that other section down, and then I'll work back on the root part. But let me just show you how I take one apart, and then I will speed the rest of this video up, because I want to watch a movie and I just don't have time to be keeping this at the regular speed. This will be a very long video if I do that. Let me turn around just so y'all can see it a little bit more. So if you notice, I did not take the end of that edge control little utensil. I didn't pull it all the way down. I just took it and opened up braid. And ooh, child, I hope y'all can see this. I think y'all can. But just go back in, because your girl roots is very, very tangled. And if you have fine hair like mine's, and you are scared to add mini braids because you are afraid that they may start locking up or tangling up real bad, then keep them in for just 2 weeks and just use the growth spray and get your growth results and take them right back down. But this is those little dirty knots that also be in your box braids, and I'm just taking the end of it and just basically teasing it just a little bit, because that is dead hair that has been sitting up for quite a while. Our hair shed from 50 to 100 strands a day. So imagine how much hair that is in this that needs to come out. As long as it's not breaking, then I'm fine with it. I'm just taking my finger and just spreading it apart just to open it up. And I'm finger detangling. So this is some of the hair. And like I said, I am not ripping. This hair has been a 4-3 weeks. We have to learn the difference with breaking and shedding hair. Because we be really thinking that we losing hair and our hair is growing. Remember that it's all about retaining your length. So after I take this whole entire row down, because I just took this one down, I will plait it up, and then I'll take the next row down, and then I'll proceed until I'm finished. So I hope you guys enjoy this video while it's sped up. I will get back on here once I am done. So be sure not to go anywhere.